The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go on TikTok.
Bloodstains so vast they can be seen from space. 2,000 people killed in just 48 hours. Civilians executed in their homes and shot as they tried to flee.
Is terrifying. The RSF are killing all the black people in North Darfur. It is systematic.
It seems that really only now, after 2,000 civilians have been killed in 48 hours, the plight of Sudan's El Fasher is breaking through on social media and in Western headlines. But why did it take blood visible from space for the world to start paying attention?
If we don't act now, there will be no one left to save.
In Sudan, in the city of El Fasher, 250,000 people are trapped, half of them children. They've been under siege for over 500 days, with no food, no medicine, no way to escape. Starvation and disease are everywhere. And on Sunday, the UAE-backed rapid support forces besieging them, a militia led by General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, aka Hemeti, launched their deadliest assault on the city yet. They swept into the city, seizing army positions, crushing defences, and carrying out house-to-house massacres. The RSF members also filmed themselves with people they had captured trying to flee. In one clip, scores of men are seen on the ground, surrounded by fighters who repeatedly call them slaves. The RSF fighters then shoot them. In another, fighters tell 6 detained men who are in civilian clothes but identify themselves as soldiers that they can flee. Once the men begin running, the gunmen open fire on them, downing at least 3. The same forces that brutally attacked Darfur's indigenous communities 20 years ago are back, systematically hunting, killing, and terrorizing the same populations. The US accused the RSF of committing genocide when it took another Darfur city, Al Janaina. But ceasefire talks in Washington collapsed just days ago, with the UAE, whose support for the RSF has been well documented, refusing to address the crisis in El Fasher. But for many, and for so long, Sudan has become a story forgotten and garnering little notice. Why? I spoke to human rights activist Kate Ferguson to understand how this has been allowed to continue largely unchecked.
There is an unwillingness to take on what it means to protect civilians from the gravest crimes. And that is political, that is structural, and it's an absolute absence of leadership, a very worrying trend to the rest of the world.
Sudan's civil The war began in April 2023, after tensions over integrating the Rapid Support Forces into the National Army exploded into open conflict. More than 150,000 people have died, 12 to 13 million have been forced from their homes, and some 25 million struggle with hunger and disease. El Fasher was the last city in Darfur held by the government. Its fall now gives the RSF near total control over the region, and with that control comes the ability to escalate violence with terrifying speed. But in Darfur, that violence takes a distinct racialized form.
The RSF are killing all the black people in North Darfur. It is systematic.
And the RSF isn't acting alone. They are backed by the United Arab Emirates, which has invested heavily in Sudanese ports, infrastructure, gold, and farmland, with food security being a strong interest for the UAE. Analysts say Abu Dhabi's support is about protecting its economic interests, and in doing so, providing cover for one of the deadliest genocides in decades.
The US should be calling that out. They should be calling the UAE out. They should be doing it publicly, because that would put real pressure on the UAE, which would in turn incline it to put more pressure on the RSF. But as long as the UAE is not feeling much heat over what they're doing, they can continue to play this double game.
So in Darfur, indigenous populations are being systematically targeted with impunity. Entire neighborhoods emptied. Abductions, sexual violence, and torture have been reported. This is genocide in real time, according to recent reports. And it's not just a tragedy, it's a warning. A paramilitary force backed by a powerful state is targeting people because of who they are.
I would say anyone who has the power, call out the UAE.
As horrifying videos continue to emerge, activists are warning that silence from the international community is enabling ongoing atrocities.
And we thought we were getting that with Trump. That's, by the way, what Make America Great Again means. The whole idea of Make America Great Again is this idea that the country is stuck. The country can't do anything. The government has no efficacy. The government can't solve problems, and neither can the private sector. It seems like our country is dying, and basically people are unable to stop it. People are either apathetic and they don't care, or people are inept and they're not competent enough. And it seems like the whole country's falling off the cliff and no one is able to even do anything. And we're looking at these energetic countries with tons of young people, whether it's in the Middle East or it's in Asia. We look at cities like Dubai. We look at cities like Singapore. We look at Beijing, Hong Kong. And people say, why can't we build things like they're building in China? Why can't, in China, they build bridges, they build things. We can't build anything. In Dubai, they build like world wonders and it's peaceful. In Chicago and New York, it's a shithole. It's dirty. There's crime everywhere. It smells like weed. You can't build anything. And the whole idea of Trump getting into office is that we would get the energy back. We would get this initiative back. That's what Make America Great Again meant. And yes, the aesthetics of MAGA had in it, you know, I'm not a socialist, but this idea of like heavy industry, like factories making stuff.
Of a move to, we are using everything American. Everything is going to be American, but
Like Americans would be drafted not to go and fight in the Middle East, but literally drafted to build shit in America. You're going to get a job, you're going to work, and we're literally going to make things. We're going to make our country great. We're going to build skyscrapers, bridges, infrastructure. We're going to work with our hands. We're going to have factories. We're going to be a productive nation that builds the future. That was the whole premise. And Americans would do it. It was that Americans would do the building, not Chinese, not Indians, not foreign labor, not outsourcing.
Exactly.
American labor, American builders, buying American, hiring American, American ingenuity and entrepreneurship and innovation and labor and companies would literally create our future. That was the idea of MAGA.
that's what I was thinking.
Exactly, and I completely agree with Nick on this one. And what happened with this MAGA idea? Seriously, what happened? I feel like Donald Trump doesn't care about MAGA anymore. He cares more about other countries than our own nation. And this is so shocking because also his slogan is America First, right? Donald Trump is busy with almost every nation in the world, every country in the world, but not with our own nation. Why? I have no idea. If someone knows the answer, please share it in the
Yeah, I'm with you, Per. Definitely.
It's
Kind of
care more.
And that's inspiring. The idea that everybody would be drafted behind a common vision that we can all get behind, which is greatness, which we had, but which we have lost. This kind of momentum and initiative that we had, but we lost. We're an aging country. We're slowing down. We're in the twilight or the autumn of our time period as an empire and as a civilization. And people said, people would come forward from the Midwest, from flyover country, from the heartland, and they would go forward to DC to work in government, and they'd be part of this transformation. The factories would return, and people would go to the factories, and they would build
Get
things.
jobs.
They'd make fucking cars. They would make airports. They would make bridges. We would build new cities, literally. And have kids and build houses. And like, yeah, we can do it. That was the idea. We can do it. And now here we are 10 years later, and the message is the opposite. You can't do it.
Yo, what's good, Stream Up?
We're not talented. We don't have the talent because you can't. We need immigrants. We need Venezuelans to do Uber. We need Salvadorians to pick the grapes. We need Indians to do our programming. We need Koreans to build our missiles. Like now we're getting the opposite.
Telling you, Elon was about to go crazy when the H-1B visas was up in the air. Like he was about to lose his fucking mind when he knew he couldn't hire no Indians for $5 an hour.
Trump 2016 was like, I
bees.
don't care. We're going to win. We're going to take the country and make it great and nothing will stop us. We're going to cut the red tape, ignore the media. We're not going to take donor money and we're just going to fucking do it. Like that was the idea. And now, here we are 10 years.
And that's the reason why everybody believed Trump too, is because he was already rich. So everybody's like, oh, so I mean, since he's already rich, we don't have to really worry about him taking money from donors because he's already rich. He doesn't need the money, right?
later, and the message is like, we can't do anything. Politics is too difficult. It's political reality. I could send all the Chinese and illegal farmers home, and I guess that would make some people happy, but what are you going to do? Let the colleges go out of business? We don't have any talent here. We need Indians to do our jobs for us. And that it's less so the policy, because look, people are realistic. People know Rome wasn't built in a day. We want to build Rome in like 20 years, but it wasn't built in a day. Okay. But what is really crushing after 10 years is the message. And it's like Trump is getting old. His movement is getting old. America's getting old. And it feels like as Trump loses energy, as he has been defeated in a way, it feels like the movement is being defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, surprise, surprise. I completely agree with Nick on this as well, because I feel like the credibility, like Trump's credibility is almost gone. And for be honest, I really like the guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to defend Donald Trump or anything, but probably many people who are watching this, they voted Republicans, they voted on the Donald Trump, but they are seriously so tired of him now. He is not doing anything for the average American. Come on, what did Donald Trump actually do for us? He promised us so much. He promised us so much, and he didn't do almost anything. This is
Thanks, Purge. I agree with you, bro. Like I just said, he was on the premise of, he came in on the premise of, I'm gonna stop all this bullshit. I have money. I don't need donors, so nobody can control me. I'm gonna be running everything my way or the highway, and we're gonna be running what's right.
Out of steam. We tried it. We thought we could do it. We can't. We gave it one last try, one last push. Make America great again. Let's do it. Never mind. Everyone go home. We actually do need the Indians. We lost. We were wrong. The elites were right. We're worthless. We need Chinese money. We need Indian programmers. That's the sense of dread. And this is why I said a year ago, it really is about the vibes. I said this a year ago. Trump is old. He's tired. He's not funny. He's low energy. He's monotonous. I said, and his movement is dead. Like, his movement is not dynamic. His movement has been captured. Look at who's at Mar-a-Lago. It's all grifters. When Trump started, it was all true believers. When Trump started, it was like him and like a dozen people with a dream. And they were bootstrapping it. They were just doing these rallies, flying by the seat of their pants. And they're like, can we win? I don't know. We're going to try. And all the careerists and all of the parasite political class, they hated Trump. Now they're all in Mar-a-Lago. Now Mar-a-Lago is just the king's court, and it's all ass kissers and brown nosers and grifters and shills and the worst people imaginable. His endorsements have become a business. Access to him, photos with him have become a business. Like, all of the shills from 15 are now on the inside. All the people that hated MAGA are now the biggest MAGA supporters. Trump has been fully assimilated. He has fully been compromised by the GOP. And there's nothing risky, nothing edgy. There's no entrepreneurial spirit. Look what happened to Elon Musk. Elon Musk came in. He was maybe the last push because he's a little younger and he bought Twitter and, you know, he's the Rocket Man and everything like that. Elon came in with Doge. He got chewed up and spit out in 3 months. Elon was a little bit of energy, like, you know, he was kind of like a little shock therapy for MAGA. And he lasted 3 months. He said, we're going to come in and we're going to bring in all these young guys and we're just going to move fast and break things. We could just do things. Remember, that was this, we could just do things. We're going to cut $1 trillion from the deficit. He got chewed up and spit out in 3 months. And now look at where we are. Nothing that has been promised has come to fruition. Can we end the wars? No. Trump wants to go back to Afghanistan. We're bombing Iran. We're building a base in Gaza. Mass deportations, Trump says, not so fast. We actually need all the people. We need the illegal farm workers. We need the illegal hospitality workers. We need the illegal construction workers. We're going to shut down H-1Bs, foreign students. Not so fast. We need all those Asians to fund our universities and do all the jobs that Americans are too retarded to do. Cut the deficit, forget about it. Epstein files, they don't exist.
And that's what people don't understand. When they keep the immigrants here, that's literally what they're saying. You Americans are too dumb to do these jobs. Y'all are fucking idiots. So we're gonna get these guys over here who are way smarter than you Americans to do these jobs. That's literally what they're saying when they do this shit.
Exactly. Where are the Epstein files? I still ask this almost every day to myself. Where are the Epstein files? But most important, what Nick just said here is this, like, people will probably disagree with him. That's fine. Many people will also agree with him. That's also fine. You can say whatever you want about Nick, but you can't call this man a liar. He is speaking some real facts. And again, I can say this over and over again. Even me, as a legal migrant myself, so I'm not even a real American, can you imagine? I completely agree with the fact that Donald Trump promised us so much about, like, he would build a wall. He would make sure that more people would be deported from the United States. He would hire less foreigners. He would hire more Americans. He would give more.
Yeah. Especially that deportation. That deportation was his thing. That build the wall was his shit, and we oh my goodness.
At home, well, get lost. Here we are, a year in, your golden age. And it was rotten from the start because the donors got involved. And you have to understand that these things go hand in hand.
The AIPAC, boy, cannot be
When
AIPAC.
Trump started, he was not surrounded by the money. When Trump started, he funded his primary campaign with like $70 million. And it was just him and a small staff, and he was on Twitter, and that was it. And that's why it was energetic. That's why it was daring and risk-taking and exciting. And what happened really right after he won the election the first time in 17 and 18 is that all of the interests surrounded him, the money, the shills, the personnel, the bureaucrats. And the second that happened, they poisoned the well. And suddenly it became cautious and conventional and boring and safe. And suddenly it became about everyone getting a handout. Suddenly it became about patronage. Everybody getting their back scratched. Everybody getting taken care of under the table. Israel lobby, Wall Street, Silicon Valley, the corporate tax cuts, moving the embassy. It became about everything other than the people. These things go hand in hand. And this is what I said last year. Like, all of these ideas that we talk about on the show, about personnel, about the Israel lobby, about the Trump campaign, about why things aren't happening quickly or at all these things are deeply related. If the Heritage Foundation is controlled by Israel lobbyists, if the Republican Party is controlled by the Israel lobby and the interests, if they're policing the young people in the speech, if they're working for the donors and the rich, then you're never going to get the good policy. You're never going to get your American revival. They're fucking killing our country.
Right.
Every time the president.
That's why it's like we the only way we're gonna really get a revival is if we get new people in there who aren't backed by AIPAC. A name I keep hearing around is, I think, Thomas Massey. So I'm gonna definitely check him out. But I definitely hear him as a name that people are definitely looking at for who's not taking money from AIPAC. But even then, how much money would it take for him to take money from AIPAC, and how long would it take for Israel to try to kill him? So it's like,
President of the United States says we have to take care of the universities before the young people. We have to take care of Hyundai and the South Koreans before we train up our own workforce. They're killing our country. They're murdering our country. In order to satisfy all the special interests and give the political kickbacks, we're literally murdering our country. And the whole idea behind Trumpism is that we could transcend the petty politics, the wheeling and dealing, the quid pro quo, the money power. The idea was, if we could transcend that, if we could have the people elect one leader, and if he wasn't beholden to the interests, he could get in, hire the right people, and just fix it. And everybody'd be unhappy. The media'd be pissed. Everybody'd be pissed. There'd be pain and economic pain and maybe chaos. But with a firm hand and with consistency and with leadership, that we could actually revive the country. We would have to break the back of all these self-perpetuating systems that have gotten us to this point. That was the whole idea. That's what made it interesting and exciting and worth supporting. And the second that it backslid into everything that came before, that's when I jumped off. That's when I said, I'm out. But all the idiots stuck around because, you know, a lot of them, they just caught on way too late. A lot of people got red-pilled in like 2021. A lot of the people that voted for Trump in 24, they became conservative after the pandemic. They weren't there for the first time. And so their support for Trump is just like a generic conservatism. It's like a generic reaction to the excesses of the left. And so they weren't there for that magical campaign. They weren't there for that populist moment. And that's why they were sold a bunch of crap by propagandists on Twitter who were telling them it's going to be a never-ending Creed concert. We're going to be drinking Code Red Mountain Dew and playing Xbox, and it's going to be the golden age. You know, Vivek Ramaswamy and Tulsi Gabbard are going to put America first or whatever. Like they were just not prepared for that. And now here we are. I was right. I told you so. This is not MAGA. There is nothing MAGA about any of this. This is not America first. None of this is putting Americans first. Every promise has been broken. There are no real victories. Trump has not delivered. It has been one disappointment after another, and that is because of corruption. That is because the Trump regime, just like every other regime, has been corrupted by money. That's the bottom line. You have been disappointed. You fell for it again. You believed them when they made a promise, which they never intended to keep. They said things to you to get your vote, knowing full well that once they got it, they were going to work for the donors.
Right, exactly. 10 points, A+ for Nick. And you should ask yourself, who are the biggest donors? Who do you think those biggest donors are? I think
That was a great question, Perk, but we know who they are. We know who they are. Yep. I'm telling you, like, once you go down the rabbit hole and see what's really going on, everything makes sense. I'm telling you, everything makes perfect sense once you realize who runs everything, how they run it, why they running it, when they started running it, why people are scared to go against it. You'll see everybody. Oh, you'll be like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I'm telling you.
instead of the real Americans.
That's who pays for the cabinet appointments and the ambassadorships. That's who captures the bureaucracy. And that is why the system is sclerotic. That is why the system is slow and broken and unanswerable to the people and not even thinking about the people. And you're almost better off with Biden than with this. This is just like criminal stuff. And I'm not saying it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't care. But all Trump seems to have done, he's just as bad as the Democrats. The only difference is Trump has given people a false sense of victory.
Hope, I would say.
Trump has lulled people into complacency.
Yeah.
Everybody thought the people triumphed when Trump won. He's different. He's talking like the rest of us. That's what is particularly sinister about the Trump movement, is the way that it functioned as a Trojan horse. Biden was worse. Kamala would have been worse. But at least with Kamala, nobody would be under any illusions.
Right.
Would Kamala be better? No, she would have been far worse. The economy would be worse. Immigration would be worse. It all would be worse. But here's what matters, and here's the difference. Nobody would be under any illusions about what it is. That it's illegitimate, The elections are fake. The government's corrupt. She's not really in charge. The system hates us. There'd be no love lost there. And everybody would be acutely aware of the problem. You'd have righteous indignation. You'd have anger. There'd be a revolutionary fervor. But instead, with Trump, you get the pressure release valve. And no matter what he says or what he does, 50% of his audience, he has this diehard base of supporters. They'll support it no matter what. If he bombs Iran, they'll support it. If he brings in 500,000 Chinese students, they'll say he doesn't really mean it. If he fails to deport people, they'll say, well, who cares? The border's secure, so what? That's the problem. And so this is when you start to begin to think politically and start to think about what our real end game is. My end game is not to elect Republicans and be marginally better than the Democrats. No, my end game is I do want an energetic president. I want an energetic, forward-thinking, progressive, disruptive, populist executive branch that is gonna fucking break the back of the power in the country and put Americans first. No more kickbacks, no more deals, no more corruption, no more special interests, no more super PACs. We literally need a real leader that is actually popular and in control with agency, someone smart to get in, fire everybody, bring in his own people, and literally make the trains run on time. Literally build the new cities, raise the skyscrapers from the ground, build the factories, put us on a war footing, make the fucking country great again. That's all I'm interested in. If it's not that, I don't want it.
Exactly. Nick is spot on. Like, for real, surprise, surprise. Again, I completely agree with every...
Facts. But that was the promise that Donald Trump really gave to us with the Make America Great Again, was that, oh, I'm going to be bringing in the factories. We're going to get jobs in America. We're going to be fixing, everything's going to be American. We're going to be doing everything the American way. And it just was, it's been a lie the whole time. It's just been fucking, like he said, a disappointment, man. It's annoying to see that other like MAGA people who voted for him are like so diehard they can't like see, like, I have never been against criticizing anybody. Like, nobody's against criticism, so even if I voted for him or not. But yeah, it just was a big disappointment dealing with him this year, or since he's been in, because he's just been beholden to every other nation, especially Israel with besides and not America. So yeah, I definitely agree with Nick as usual. He's always spitting. I don't usually never disagree with Nick. He's usually right about what he's talking about.
Perfect.
All right, now let's get into this. Let's finish the night with this Myron debate on Halloween when he was outside. I don't know how this nigga does this all the time. I appreciate bro for the content, but I hope bro stays safe when he does this, because these dumb ass motherfuckers is crazy. They is crazy, bro. So they don't care about life. They call you a Nazi so they can feel good when they shoot you. It's crazy. But yeah, let's get into it.
There's no wrong opinion. Perfect. We can have a discussion. But this always happens. It's like people are scared, man. It's like, am I that scary? I don't think I'm that scary, man. Look, I got a Kamala Harris book here. You know what I mean? 100 voted for Harris. For me. So, house. Shoot my. What's up? That's basically what it is. Sure, what's up?
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
What was that?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with what?
What's wrong with Halloween being an excuse for that?
Oh, women want to be sluts? I mean, look, at the end of the day, I get it. You want to get laid. But the problem with that is what we should be prioritizing is we should be prioritizing women having families, having kids. Clear family. Or some stupid fucking Hispanic prop, more than likely, revving his bike. Never fails. It's always a fucking Hispanic or a black every single time revving their...
It's for the single
women. No one
women.
ever says, oh my God, this guy's so cool. It's like, we're all thinking the same thing. Oh man, this guy's a fucking dickhead.
Nah, but Halloween is like for the single women though, all the married women in the house. So
what was that?
What's wrong with the single women celebrating Halloween?
What's wrong with single women celebrating Halloween? Well, look, they can celebrate Halloween.
Bro is trying to advocate for bitches to go outside naked so bad. Let's see if he wants his daughter to do that. Let's see if he wants his daughter to go out with with some of the shit that these bitches go outside with. Like, it's just so funny. Like, you niggas are so funny, bro. Like, you're real funny.
All they want if they want to be 304s.
Like,
but the problem is that what's going to happen is at some point you're going to meet that girl. You might want to commit to her, have a relationship with her, but then she's a slut and she has all these bad habits. And then you want to have a family with her. Then you realize, damn, this girl's not compatible with having a family. And then who gets taken to the cleaner? You do. Because if you end up marrying her, what ends up happening, you got to give half your money away. You got to pay her alimony. She's a fucking embarrasses you, smashes your homeboy. Who takes the L?
He don't get no bitches.
I get no bitches?
That's why he sit up here mad talking about women all day. He gets no bitches. I'm telling y'all. Trust me.
That is your rebuttal?
That was his rebuttal. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it just makes me so mad because you niggas don't never have nothing. Like, you niggas don't. Okay. This is what kills me. You hear the red pill. You hear our side of the story. We give you the explanation. You say, what do you mean by this? We break down the explanation. Then you say, what do you mean by that? We break that down. Even after breaking everything down, you niggas still end up with this. No. Oh, he don't get no bitches. Like, that's what you thought of, bro? Instead of trying to come up with an idea that could help guys to figure out what to do, this is what you say. And that's what pisses me. That's what really makes me mad, is that nobody's coming up saying, well, this is what you should do. This is how you should do it. And this is what really works. And this is what worked before. Nobody's saying that. Everybody's saying, well, you should trust your heart. You should go with the flow. Like, nobody's giving real advice. So the fact that you don't give it, you don't look smart when you come and do this. That's why when niggas be in my comments saying dumb shit like that, it just, you don't look smart. So that's why I just troll you to keep making the comment section bigger for the engagement. But you're the one who looks like a dumbass. Because the niggas who actually have, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about niggas who see me trolling and think the other person is right. Like, I don't care, because you're a dumbass. Duh. Niggas, I'm catering to people with high IQs. A nigga with high IQ is going to understand who's the dumbass and who's not. So I don't have to waste my time going back and forth with idiots. You know what I'm saying?
Is I get no bitches?
Own a vacation rental? If it's not listed on booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform. Don't let your...
Yeah, dude, that's a typical fuck. That's some nigga shit right there. You get no bitches. You get no bitches.
Let me tell you, you know.
And you can't even defend your belief system. Yo,
you get no bitches. My dick.
Bro,
my dick.
This is why nobody respects niggas, bro. Always say something. That's why you get no bitches. You get no bitches. Fucking primates.
Let me tell you, when you gain some wisdom in life, right?
What was that you said?
I said when you gain the knowledge and the knowledge and the knowledge, and you spit the little nugget of wisdom that you get, you understand where you'll know that even upon death, somebody else
turn him up? I can't really hear him too well.
Somebody still gotta serve you. Somebody still gotta serve you, no matter what, right? In our life, like you'd say, we were born with a conscience where we know between good.
Hey, look, man. Just what's your argument? Like, what's
you tell me what argument you want.
I don't know
me
what
to.
your argument is because you came up to the microphone. So you can tell me that. I'm not a mind reader.
I came to the knowledge to this mic to give a little wisdom of life where it doesn't even matter between any religion, because the one religion leads you.
Get this nigga off the
join
mic.
your hands to the higher level.
Appreciate you, bro. Next, who's coming up next?
Of life where you'll know from your soul that what's right and wrong, and you gain that knowledge through life, through your friends.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't think any of us know what you're talking about. We're all confused.
Yes. Well, that's what the conversation.
Well, I'm looking at the chat.
Me.
Everybody's confused. No one knows what you're talking about.
Yes. You have a freedom shirt on, but you want to tell me that you don't know what I'm telling you, other than.
Bro, nobody knows what you're talking about.
Of already with the conscience, you're already built within your soul.
This guy's trying to preach or something?
Yeah.
What's this nigga talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, nobody knows what you're saying.
Okay, no problem.
We're all confused. Do any of you know what this guy's saying?
Yeah. No,
Huh?
we got a crowd. We got a crowd of people.
Some drunk person in the back cheered for you. I don't know.
We got a crowd of people that, as everybody can see, where it's just about the
Yeah,
time
chat's saying that
right
this guy is
now.
drunk. All right, bro. We'll go on to somebody else. Nobody knows what
problem.
you're saying.
Well, you know what? When you reach to the higher level of life, you instead of having that freedom, you'll have wisdom, right? Instead of your arrogance, right? Because humble is the king.
This nigga yapping, bro. I don't know what the fuck he just said.
So, because humble is
Bro,
the
we
king.
gotta
Yeah,
bring back
get his-
shaming.
Get his ass back away.
Yo, what's up, man? We're live right now. If you want to go on the mic, go ahead. What do you want to say?
I just want to say what's up. I'm Cosmo from that show. I saw you do a podcast with Mystery back in the days.
With who?
Mystery?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just want to say what's up.
Yeah.
I won the first season. I saw the whole podcast.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
Mystery's cool.
Hollywood isn't. I mean, I don't really have a rebuttal. Want to say what's up.
What was that?
I just wanted to say what's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Good talk.
Awesome. All right, who else? Anybody else got anything? And please, guys, don't be drunk when you come up on the mic like the last guy. I don't know what that nigga was talking about. He was over here yapping about some shit. Something about wisdom or whatever the fuck. It's like, holy, man. Shit's crazy. Got a big crowd here, though. Everybody's terrified, I guess, of jumping on the mic. Again, the different topics at hand, because I see some new faces here. Number 1, Halloween is an excuse for women to dress like sluts. Number 2, Jews have too much power in America. Number 3, the H-1B visa is a scam to bring cheats over here. Number 4, women need to go back to the kitchen, and we need to take away the 19th Amendment. Women shouldn't vote. Number 4, let's see, blacks commit too much damn crime. And then what else? Oh, and then and then ICE did nothing wrong. I need to write. It's like, yeah, rapper, like, shoot, right? Walk forward every. I need it.
You can shop Black
I
Friday
try to
deals
get
now.
right to the
You heard that
debates.
right. Get in the
Because the
spirit
video
of
is long,
savings with up to
so
20.
Okay, let me read them. Yeah, fuck. You all like I'm why and 20 and like oh, yeah, the book I'm 90. We're also talking about Jews have too much power. It's a comedy, but it's not everyone loud. So we got said we got well, now we got you this kind of 3. Hey, oh, get it. And that couldn't even throw. So I kept on. Yeah, that was that fresh Nigerian later today. Oh, it's definitely a slut on the bus. She's gonna get fucked by a fucking Nigerian later today. What's up? Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm French. I'm so sorry I don't speak very well
You're
English.
French, okay.
But
Okay. What do you have to say?
you're just a man who can control himself. That's why you can stand seeing femininity unveiled. You live in a time that no longer exists. Today, women are free, and it bother you because you're frustrated and can't handle seeing skin. Why do men always use women's clothes as an excuse to justify their own perversion? Thank
Okay.
you.
Sorry, I'm getting a translator right here. What was that? Why do women? Why do men use women's clothes to what? Oh, okay. She actually. Okay. It's what? Oh, what? Okay. What? Okay. What? Okay. Why do men always use women's clothes as an excuse to justify their own perversion? Okay, sure. I can answer that. So here's the reality. Women always complain about men objectifying them. The reality is, only women can objectify themselves first, and men objectify them as a response. The reality is, no one puts a gun to your head and tells you to dress like a whore. You dress like a whore, then you go outside, then you want everyone to not, have you look at like a whore.
And that's what's so
The
funny.
reality is, the way you dress is gonna.
Women understand what they're doing. Women understand what they're putting on. They know what, like, that's like, stop. Like, I hate when guys think like, oh my God, she doesn't know. She does know. She left the house exactly knowing exactly what she was doing. I promise you. I thought they're not stupid. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought you guys said they weren't stupid. Women aren't stupid. They know what they're doing, right? Okay, so she knows what you're doing. She knows when she puts that short shit on and that no top and all that shit on. Niggas are looking. She knows that.
Directly represent how people treat you. So if a woman dresses like a slut and goes outside like a slut, people are going to treat her like said slut. No one can objectify women except for themselves. They objectify themselves first, then men objectify them in response. Yeah, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Huge fan.
Yo.
This is crazy.
Yeah, we're outside, man. We're outside. We're out here like
Bro.
bonus through gray sweatpants. What's up?
Holy fuck. This is crazy.
We got a crowd shot here. We got a lot
I
of
just
people
want
out
to say you're the
Yeah.
fucking GOAT. You're the only one that speaks the truth.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Fuck feminists. Men are superior. Women are inferior. And you're the GOAT. That's it. No questions. You're the GOAT. Respect.
I appreciate you, sir. All right, yo. So I think it's time to cut this shit to Rumble only and kick, so we can actually say what the fuck we want to say. Let's cut this shit over to. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're dumb though. World War II was that I had to even cut and 6. No, but if we it's like if we and then
Women.
yeah.
How do we stop them from being sluts? Another question about women.
Yeah.
How do we stop them from being sluts?
You cannot stop a bitch from doing nothing. All right, you can't stop a bitch from doing anything. If she wants to be a slut, you let her be a slut. What you can do is grind and be the best person, man/man you could be, and then you will be able to find a woman who isn't a slut a little bit easier. Okay. Also, but yeah, you can't. There's no like changing a slut. A slut's always a slut. I promise you.
That's a damn good question. That's the question that we've been asking for a very long time. So
If anything, I would say we would have to bring back shame, but that would never happen. So that's why I would say it's impossible. But let's see what Myron says.
Someone say what? Beat him? Oh, that nigga's from Iraq. Let's go, real nigga. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. No, the reality is, guys, we gotta. There's a couple reasons, a couple ways how. Number one, we gotta bring back shame. You gotta bring back shame. You gotta bring back religion. If you bring back shame and you bring back religion, that's what's gonna get women back in line. Because the strongest thing to curb bad female behavior is shame. Because people need to understand that women are communitarian by nature and they need approval from the group. If they don't have approval from the group, they don't do the dumb shit that they do. So if we go back to shaming women, bring back the Scarlet Letter, bring back religion, bring back fathers, women are gonna get back in line.
Which religion?
Yeah. What was that you said?
I said which religion?
Which religion?
Yeah.
All of them.
I think any of the main
3
Abrahamic
Abrahamic
religions, even the
yeah.
Jews, we can bring them back. People of the book.
You're the GOAT.
Do not pay your car insurance bill. I repeat, do not pay your bill yet. So I found this website and look at the difference. 230.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for asking the good questions. Come on up.
I'm allowed to say something here.
Yeah, you can. What's up?
All right, I'm going to put a personal opinion out here. I'm going to put a personal opinion. I think we're putting a lot of blame on women, and it is 100% true. But a lot of this stems from men because men feed women with attention. I think if men become a bit more masculine and revoke attention from women that don't deserve it, they would not be fed by attention and they would be forced to be more traditional. If the men were more masculine and they weren't feeding these whores with attention, I think it would force women to be more traditional. And I think a lot of the problem stems from men. What do you think about that, Marlon?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the authority lies with men, but the problem also with that is that we've done everything in our power to keep men from, like, having authority, right? So, like, the women have the authority, but they don't have the responsibility. And that's the issue. So, like, guys have the authority, but they don't have the responsibility. So, like, if I say something like, hey, I don't want you to be XYZ, there's so many different ways that women can, deflect that. Oh, you're insecure. Oh, you're toxic, blah, blah, blah. 9 out of 10 times when girls say, oh, you're being insecure, you're being toxic, it's just the guy putting parameters on her to not be a fucking slut.
Yeah.
You're trying to protect her from herself. But then she'll sit there and say, oh, well, I want to be able to behave like a whore with no consequence. And then they come back and cry when no one wants to be with them. So I'm for that. Like, guys, obviously, understanding their worth and, like, being leaders. Like, unlike the other guy before, like the Hispanic dude before, straight like, oh, why do you say that? That's mean. Guys like him are a part of the problem, right? But at the same time, we also need to understand that we have an entire, like, infrastructure put in place to keep guys blue-pilled and simps.
True, and also I think women are very supported financially by men, whether it's OnlyFans or their fathers, however it is. So I think, yeah, same thing right back into if the men were more masculine and didn't support women doing degenerate behaviors, we would have more traditional, respectful women and not whores on the streets, dressed like sluts.
But what he doesn't understand is, and I hate that he keeps saying if men doesn't. What he doesn't understand is the niggas who are letting them do that are the bitch ass niggas, the simps. Those are the niggas letting you do that. We aren't letting you do that shit. We don't support that shit. The bitch ass niggas are letting you do that. So that's why I hate when they be like, oh, men let you. No, the bitch ass niggas let you do that shit. The nigga that want to watch while he's sitting in the corner, Diddy ass nigga let you do that shit. Okay? Real niggas is not letting you do that shit, okay?
Yeah, well, it's because we reward it. We reward it. Anybody else have anything they want to add?
And unfortunately, with the rise of feminism, it was the rise of a lot of bitch ass niggas. Cause guess who's not getting coochie no more? Them. Cause guess who's picking the best? The women. So that's why the rise of bitch ass niggery had came through, because women aren't fucking everybody. Or I mean, women aren't. Yeah, women. Literally, women aren't. They're fucking who they want to fuck, and they fuck the best. They fuck who they think is the best. Okay, so niggas ain't getting pussy. So guess what? They gonna tell you, oh, you should fuck as many niggas as you want. Hopefully being one of them niggas you fuck. Like, it's like fucking math. Fuck.
Perfect. So, mad about bro, annoying. You're wondering, my dog.
Best race.
Thing is, race.
Yeah. What's the best race?
What's the best race?
Yeah.
You know what, bro? I will say this. My thing is, I think racism is good. And I'll tell you why real quick, because I want to say this. Racism, right? Like, we're separated by race, but racism unites all the real niggas, right?
Yeah.
Because the reality is like, my thing is, I look at it like, if we're bringing all the people of high IQ from all the different races, then we can really take over. Right? But let's be honest. A lot of blacks are fucking retards. Right? Let's just call it what it is. A lot of them are violent fucking monkeys and idiotic, right? A lot of whites are cucks, right? They let women run them. A lot of Hispanics are stupid.
I agree.
You know, a lot of Indians smell. So it's like, if we can get the best of the best, right? You know, a lot of Arab niggas are simps. So if we can get the best of the best from all the different people, then we can take over. But the problem is that, you know, we have this whole thing like where it's like, oh yeah, everyone is equal. That's a lie. You know, not everybody is equal.
I agree. I think all white dudes are cucks, and that's the big problem. It's making us look bad.
Not all, but a lot of them are.
Most of them, yeah.
And I've said it before, like, white dudes need to get better control of white women, because white women are the leaders of liberalism.
Exactly.
They're the ones that fuck everything up.
Yeah, they're the ones who
see,
fucking
like, these
shove
whores that
their
just walk
foot up
by, guys,
everybody's
they say things
ass.
by the side.
My black sister, you see, she wants this. She wants to be. That's what she wants. My black. Oh my God. Oh, you see this guy, this gay. This is for his rights.
They can't stand
It's
another
always
place.
some white bitch.
They're too much of cowards to approach you.
Yeah. Like, it's, you know, they always say something in passing. That's an asshole. So again, race separates us, but racism unites the real niggas.
I think it's good to have racism because it's free speech. It's practicing free speech.
Yeah, it is. It is. And like I said before, like, my thing is, we need to go back to having like high IQ, or well, we need to, you know, praise people that have a high IQ. We need to go back to telling people that they're stupid. That's another thing too, is that we let retards get power and we don't tell them they're retarded.
Right.
That's another issue.
I agree. How do you not get, because like you say a lot of the truth, especially about Israel and women.
Yeah.
And I know you get a lot of death threats, and I saw the recent one.
And another problem is women think everybody's opinion matters. Not everybody's opinions matter. All right, especially not the retarded niggas. We don't give a fuck about their opinions. Or the Rainbow Warriors. We definitely don't give a fuck about them niggas.
All the time. How do you not get like scared or in your mind about it? Because it's like you say a lot of like true but crazy shit.
Well, I mean, you know, that's what they want is fear. And you know, I look at it like, if you're not willing to die on what you say, then do you really mean it? And my thing is, you know, if they kill me, someone else is gonna come up and say the same shit. So like, we'll just pass the torch to somebody else. So like, that's how I kind of look at it. Like, you can't be scared to die. If you're scared to die, you're already cucked.
Exactly.
You know?
I agree.
So that's what it is. Like, when your day comes, and you know, the best thing that you can do is like, the day you die, you make sure that you lived and you created some change. So that's how I look at it.
How does a guy get a high quality girl that's not a slut?
What was that? That guy's probably Jewish, guaranteed. How much you guys want to bet that guy's Jewish? Okay. Okay, what do you want to say then? Come to the mic if you're so smart.
Come up.
Come to the mic if you got so smart. See?
Come up.
That's what I'm trying to say. He heckles from the side, calls me stupid, and then walks away like a fucking coward.
He won't do shit.
Yeah. And that's the problem. Like, we can have a respectful conversation. I don't have to. Oh, he ran away, Charlie?
Fuck that guy. Beat the fuck out of him.
And that's what liberals always do. Liberals always run. They don't want to have discussions. They don't want to have this. They don't want to debate. They always run. Huh? He is Jewish? What'd you say?
Come here. You said, hey, he's Jewish. He is.
Oh, he is. I knew it. He's Jewish. Yeah.
Exactly. But you said he's a pussy.
Yeah.
I'll beat the fuck out of you. You got to want to fight.
Oh, really?
I promise you right now.
All right, buddy.
No,
you can't even have a discussion. You want to go ahead and go right into.
I got a discussion.
You're showing that you're 50 IQ. Showing that you're 50 IQ. You guys can't have a discussion.
No, it is. I got.
You guys just gotta go ahead and go right into violence, whatever. What did I say that was wrong? What's the problem?
I'll tell you.
What's the issue?
The issue is that you're sitting here talking, and you're not making any sense because you have no intellectual discourse.
Sure. What did I say I was wrong?
Everything, brother.
Okay, tell me one thing that was wrong if it was everything.
I love it. Tell me what I said wrong. Everything, brother. Yeah, get the fuck out my face. Anyways, this looks like it was the end of the little stream or whatever. Okay, hold up. Let me see what this.
Check out Hot Shots, part of
See,
Skechers'
this
Core
bitch
and
look like she about to say
Classics
some
collection,
dumbass shit,
featuring
so
premium
I had to come
materials like soft
see
swing.
this shit.
I'm women. The bimbo on. What does she have to say? She said, "Fuck me for saying that." Okay.
Super fucking stereotypical. Hi, how are you? I don't know who you are. I just came here.
All right.
My name's Melissa.
All right, Melissa.
My birthday is Halloween. I'm a fucking octopus.
It's your birthday, you said?
Yeah.
All right, how old are you?
39 years old.
Ah, shit.
Cooked.
You're cooked. When I mean cooked, well done. All right. Shit. Ah.
I can see why you said "fuck you." I guess. I'd be mad too if I was 39 still out here.
I guess. Or I work really hard. I don't sit on a fucking sidewalk.
She's gonna be
and
crying
I get away
when she
for
goes
3
home.
days.
Okay. So all right. So what is your? Why you
I
said?
have no idea. You brought me up here.
Well, you
I
said
just told
"fuck you" to me, so I was wondering why you said that.
Because you have something against women celebrating Halloween.
Yeah, I said they dress like sluts on Halloween. Is that a lie?
Is this a slut?
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, I didn't call you a slut. If you think you're.
No, I don't. Come on.
Have you not seen some of the women walking by earlier?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, now it doesn't
Expression.
matter.
I actually haven't. I just arrived here, but I didn't call them sluts.
Okay. So,
Why did you?
So it's interesting how you just got offended at something that's pretty much true, that women use Halloween as a excuse to dress like sluts.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't think that you need to call them a slut.
So then why would
She
you?
said, "I'm not disagreeing with you, but I want you to stop being mean, because you're being mean to them. That's why I don't want you to do that. Because if you, you're right, but you just don't be mean, which is why they can't be leaders." Fatality.
I said I don't agree.
You said
I
what?
don't disagree. However, why they don't have to be a slut because they're wearing skimpy clothes. You live in Miami, dude. You live in Miami.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what it is. Like, women use it Halloween as an excuse to dress like
I don't give a shit. Who are you?
I gotta
You're wearing a fucking t-shirt. Nobody cares. They're wearing what?
I gotta shut it down. Oh, look. Oh, now she has something to say. You're slut shaming. Look, now she has something to say. You gotta.
Yeah, but why? Why? I don't know.
All right.
Oh my God, there's a sign. I didn't even see this.
Why is he shutting it down? All right, that's fine.
No.
Thank you.
Back up.
All right, we'll shut it down. Look. Now she has something to say.
I feel like, honestly, everybody needs to sit here and calm
Everybody
down
has something
with
to
the
say
whole
when we're shutting it
motherfucking
down.
Halloween
Notice
shit,
how
'cause
they're all
Halloween is
coming
for you
down.
to be a motherfucking bad bitch. A bad bitch. Yes, that's Ivan. Yes.
So,
But yeah, nice little stream today. Nothing too crazy. broke down Sudan, talked about Nick and Donald Trump, and watched Halloween with Myron, and finished that little stream. Shout out to Stream with the little emote earlier. But yeah, appreciate y'all for stopping by. Nice little easy Wednesday today. Told you I was gonna get over that Sudan. I just never could it just never would work. Next week we will probably. I want to see what we get into. Y'all. Oh wait, y'all don't see what I be watching. I want to see what we might watch not next week on Friday. Let me see, because we went over that Steven Crowder video with Myron already. We already watched that video. Myron. Yeah. We'll see. I'll figure it out by Friday. But yeah, it'll probably be some more news with Israel or Sudan or Nick Myron. You know how we break shit down. Andrew might be. You see what I'm saying? Sneeko leaves the red pill. They be trolling Sneeko so bad. Oh, that's Myron's brother. Yeah, that look just like that nigga too. But yeah, I will see y'all boys Friday. Peace.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok.